Yes.
Hello, people.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Oh my gosh. Welcome to unpremeditated.classified.
This is what we're doing behind the scenes. Hello, how's everyone doing? I'm Dylan, and this is what we're doing behind the scenes. Yeah, this is what I'm doing, and yes, this is a little dangerous, but don't mind that. I basically just get up, bike around a little bit, proceed to do like 2-3 hours of homework, play video games for the rest of the day, go to sleep. That is it. That is all I do. Also, don't trust Paul, and that is all you need to know from me.
Hello, I'm Paul. I'm gonna be playing guitar. I've been playing guitar kind of off and on for 7 years. Just kind of a hobby of mine to pick it up and play it every once in a while. There's some recognizable stuff that I can play on here that I'll just sit and kind of mess with. Playing songs is kind of weird because you can play the melody, and people much better than myself can play the melody and accompany themselves. I cannot do that. I can play Freebird, but there is a stigma around Freebird. Wagon wheel is fairly easy if you have a capo. It goes G, E, E minor, C, and then G, E, C, C. So it just kind of switches back and forth between the two. And at that point, once you know it, you just have to just kind of get into the groove. And then you can sing. That's how you do it. That's how you stay not bored. You fiddle around with things.
It's already been 40 seconds. See, time's running out. Now, the time is currently 11:30-ish, so I am adequately hungry for a midnight snack. Ish. I should show y'all how the cereal looks. Here's a dry. These are infuriating to look at. Okay. Bite numero uno. I can already tell you, right off the bat, I'm not a fan at all. I find this delectable. Who's in charge of General Mills? This is a spawn of General Mills, okay? Of course it's General Mills. Kellogg would never do something like this. Kellogg Flake. Kellogg's Pep. I know it's growing on me. I think, so far, the way I would describe this cereal is adequately chocolatey, which I'm already not a fan of. I, for one, am surprised that they had the gall to put Hershey's Kisses brand on this cereal. That's an insult. I would be insulted. I am insulted. Actually, I don't think I am adequately prepared for this. I'm perfect now. I'm prepared. I've donned my armor now for my revamped bite number 1. This is a disgrace upon the Hershey's name. This tastes nothing like Hershey's chocolate, but we still have the milk to get through. I think eating the cereal is actively making me dumber. I need to drink the milk. My opinion of the cereal has improved drastically.
Hello, people. It's Tina here. It is currently like 6:45. So yeah, we're doing great. I'm here to tell you that you should try watching 1950s, 1960s, 1970s movies. Not just any kind of movie, but specifically 1900s horror films. Hollywood has a lot of tropes, and they get boring after a certain point. But 1950s Hollywood, it's on a whole nother level. Yes, there's still tropes, but the tropes are so over cliched and stereotyped, it's almost hilarious. So I'll give you my list of favorite old vintage horror films that I think you guys should watch. And number 1 on my list is the 1980 something original It. Now, a lot of you guys have probably heard of It because It Chapter 2 recently came out. The graphics on older 1980s, 1970s horror films are much more relaxed because they are good enough to get the point across, but not so good to where they immerse you in the environment. So you're not as stressed as you would be if you were watching, say, Insidious 3. The next horror film I'd recommend watching is slightly older. It is the 1956, I believe, adaptation of The Invisible Man. So The Invisible Man actually came out recently. It's basically a plot about this psychotic boyfriend who tries to stalk his ex-girlfriend and then commit suicide. It's a lot to take in. The plot is very scary, but the 1956 version of The Invisible Man is hilarious. It's not even scary. It's just so ridiculous because the graphics, it's in black and white, by the way. It's a film noir, and it's just so ridiculous because they don't even the man isn't invisible because they didn't have the technology to make him invisible. So instead of seeing nothing, you'll see a man standing in a suit. You just see the suit standing there. There's no distinctive body part that you'll be able to see. So it's just half the movie is just this lady getting chased by a suit. So yeah, those are my films that I'd recommend watching.
Okay, so I'm gonna sew a face mask. It's gonna be black because I want it to be black, and it's gonna look like this, and you tie it around your face. I'm watching a YouTube video by Shay Dawson so I can listen to something instead of the loud, disgusting machine. But I will explain what I'm doing. So this is the fabric right here. It's 1/2 inch seam allowance in case you care. This is the piece. I'm gonna sew, there's 2 together, by the way, it's 2. And I will sew here, and then when you flip it out, it looks like it will end up looking like this. But then I'll do it twice. So I have 1 layer, and then another layer, and then I'll sew the 2 layers. And I'm doing 2 layers of fabric because on the CDC website, and literally every other website that has information about cloth face masks, cotton, there's only so much good it can do because it's cotton and not a filter, but 2 layers versus 1 layer increases the effectiveness of filtering out particles by 50% just by adding another layer of cotton. So we're doing 2. And you still want it to breathe. So some people, although more plastic-based fabrics may be more effective, you can't breathe through it, so you take it off. So it's less effective because you take it off. But cotton, you can breathe through it. It's pretty comfortable, so you keep it on. Okay, so I sew them together. So now when you take them out, they fit over your face like this. So now I'm basically going to sew these 2 pieces together and then flip them inside out so that all of the gross seams are hidden and stuff. So yeah. The video's over! That's fine. I'll watch that one. It's literally not even hard. Okay. This is his Shane Glosson channel, by the way. A true king of the channel. Addressing my wig. Oh my god. Confronting my strange addiction. I started watching and they didn't finish it. Okay, conspiracy theory warning signs. That's what we're gonna watch. That's not how that works. Just because it's basic doesn't mean it's good for you. And just because it's acidic doesn't mean it's bad for you. Lemons are acidic. And they're delicious. They make lemonade. We did it! It's done.
Hello everyone!
Welcome to Unpremeditated Classified, the behind the scenes look at Unpremeditated podcast. I'm going to try to give you guys a good look at what I do when I'm editing. I have been editing together a few videos, and so right now I'm actually editing together an intro sequence. So I'm just going to show you guys how I edit that. You know what? I don't know how to screen record. I'm going to do this manually. Yeah, I stand by that decision. Okay. Come around to this side and be my friend. So let's see. This is what it looks like right now. There's no audio. And it's really laggy because I edit on a laptop, so sorry. Okay, and then I'm actually going to make these in order of most appearances to leave. I'm going to copy these video effects and then paste them for every other object, which are what these little squares are called. To make this really how I want it, I actually have to get some audio. This is usually how I do it. I just do YouTube to MP3. We don't make any money, so copyright is not really an issue. I have no idea how to let y'all listen to it, and also it'd be kind of annoying. So actually, you're gonna listen to it when you hear the sneak peek, but for now, I'm just gonna edit. I don't need a heartbeat. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't need one. I'm actually gonna take this and go into, I think it's called like headliner. And they can actually make these like waveforms, which are pretty cool. Oh my god, what if I make them change the color? Is that a thing that I can do? I don't care, I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna export it 8 times. 9. I'm gonna export it a lot of times. Please don't take forever. I'm actually going to go through and edit this first, and then what I can do, I'll show you, and then I'll just undo it. So what I'm trying to do is take out this black background, which I can actually do really easily. I just go into Video Effects, Chroma Key, and then select black. And there's nothing behind it, so that's why it shows up the same. But actually it'll make it like behind this white thing, whatever. But that makes the system lag, so I'm actually just going to reset that. Okay, that's exactly what I want. That's all I could ever ask for. And that is how you edit. This is how I've been editing all of our podcasts and our videos. And it is how I'll be editing our vlogs.
I hope you guys are staying safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay away from people.
Don't leave your house.
Staying healthy.
Stay home.
6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet. That's what? 1.5 guitars?
As usual, this episode is coming to you from the Unpremeditated podcast fam. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy quarantine. Maybe they'll make a holiday for it. Happy Quarantine Day, starting in 2021. Happy quarantine.